Good day, everyone, and welcome back to NL Downtime Fantasy Football League. I'm your host, The Commish. Let's get started with our weekly recap and then on to bold predictions. Starting off, I would like to ask what's more likely to happen? A Browns-Lions Super Bowl or Zija Zephyrs beating the human growth hormone? Zija Zephyrs has yet to beat HGH, falling 222 to 173 this week. Tom Brady was the reason for the win, getting 49 points. That's even more than CJ Anderson, who led all players with 39 points the last time these teams met. With Mark Ingram delivering 0 for human growth hormone, the margin wasn't as big as it could have been. This is the highest margin for human growth hormone in 2 head-to-head matchups. They defeated Zija Zephyrs 194 to 187 in week 1. This gives HGH a 3-game win streak, a dangerous 3-game win streak. Next up, it couldn't have been any closer. Do you think I'm talking about the Clubs versus the Indians? Oh, no way. Last man standing versus Gronky punched. LMS took advantage of 36 points from Andy Dalton and 24 from Jeremy Hill to sneak past Gronky punched. 151.66 to 151.1. This close win was revenge for week 1, which was 184 to 183, a tight loss to Gronky Punched. Gronky Punch was led by a tag team of Drew Brees with 36 points and Ezekiel Elliott, who scored 29. Gronky Punch is now 3-5 and sinks into 7th place, while last man standing remains in 3rd. Our next matchup was between De Blitzers and Easy Win. Honestly, De Blitzers should show some more common courtesy. Maybe buy Easy Win a couple drinks or something, because they clearly have their number in fantasy football. De Blitzer remained unbeaten against Easy Win by winning 153 to 130 this week. Aaron Rodgers was the difference, garnering 58 points. That's even more than D'Angelo Williams, who led all players with 48 points last time these teams met. This is the largest margin for the Blitzers in a head-to-head matchup. They beat Easy Win 197 to 176 in week 1. Final game was the Commish versus Dak to the Future. The Commish took one from Dak to the Future, winning 180 to 173 for a second win, making the Commish a dangerous kryptonite for Dak to the Future. Andrew Luck put up 36 points and was the deciding factor. It was a letdown compared to his 60 points in the last matchup with Dak to the Future, where the Commish won 207 to 154 in week 1. Do you all remember that? I do. Next up, bold predictions. Our first matchup for week 9 will be human growth hormone versus last man standing. Now, HGH has pretty much all but clinched a bid for playoffs, and will find somewhere in the top 4 come week 15 with a projected final record of 10-4. With that being said, Yahoo is under-projecting him this week. He has some tough matchups, but he's averaging 196 points the last 4 games, and last man standing is only averaging 170 points. I'm going to have to go with human growth hormone for the win this week. Next matchup is Gronky Punch versus Easy Win. Not a lot to say here, folks. Gronky has the overall advantage with Brees, Evans, and Elliott. Lucky for Gronky, he will not continue his 2-game losing streak and will get an easy W over Easy Win this week. Next is the Commish versus the 3-5 De Blitzers. It will literally be Luck versus Rodgers this week. While Rodgers is probably the better quarterback, the Blitzers will not be able to compete with the Commish's running back core. Commish wins by 10. Lastly is America's Game of the Week.
Game of the Week.
Which is Dak to the Future versus the Zija Zephyrs. Now, folks, let's just face it here. Dak, while he will make playoffs, and while he does have a good team, the matchups just aren't there again. I think Zija has the win this week. Bold prediction, Zija wins by less than 10, but more than 5. And Dak starts a very sad game losing streak. Here we have human growth hormones with us. What are you thinking, sir?
Dak to the future will not lose 2 in a row. I'm sorry. I'm rooting for Zija to help me out there, but it's not going to happen. Dak to the future will win by 23.
Currently, I'm rooting for Dak. I think Zija's going to win, but I think I'm rooting for Dak because if Zija loses, that secures a better spot for the commission for the playoffs.
And Romo sucks.
He's not playing, is he?
No, but Cowboys.
See you next time on Bold Predictions NL Downtime. Bye-bye.